Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the winning streak. We are currently on episode 32. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And I'm Parker.
And today, same topics. However, you may notice some of the topics are more so of like a talk show, kind of just argument topics.
We're trying to,
we're learning what you guys like.
Yeah.
A lot of views
yap.
on those.
More yap.
Yeah, more yap. So, starting off, Zeke has hot takes for this week.
Okay, so my first hot take is that the Cowboys need to do a soft rebuild next season because they have guys like Dak, CD, Parsons, and Zach Martin all have to get extensions.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't afford to do all five.
No.
So, I mean,
I think
or all four. I mean,
we get rid of Tony Pollard for sure. We just don't re-sign him.
yeah, but I mean, that's not that much cap space.
No, I know.
Generally.
I mean, if we're going to get rid of anyone, it's going to be Micah Parsons, in my opinion.
That's probably true.
Or Dak. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we traded Dak. We need to get someone good in return for Dak, though, if we trade Dak.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably going to bring in a few guys in the offseason.
I think we bring in Derrick Henry.
I've seen this package, and I don't think it will happen at all, but I've seen Dak to the Bears.
What?
No.
It's so...
No,
it would
bro.
make... It would.
That would
it's
not
weird,
happen.
but-
Straight up for Fields?
No, not for Fields, for their pick. And then
Oh,
they
for
would
the-
trade
I was gonna
Fields
say,
a
like-
different way. And then you guys would draft a quarterback.
Fuck no. I don't want a rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
The
that
whole thing
makes
with
no
the rookie
sense.
quarterback is that you don't have to pay.
I know, but
For a
I don't want...
quarterback.
This is our gap. Like, our 2-year gap is
Well, the
next
thing is,
year
if
and the
you
year
don't
after.
have, if you don't
We
have Dak,
can't-
you can afford to re-sign some of those guys.
Yeah, I know, but we can't trust a rookie is what I'm saying. Because
I mean,
we want to win
it's
right now.
worked for other teams.
I don't think it would work
I
for
mean,
us.
the Eagles made the Super Bowl last year, and it was because they could afford it.
Yeah.
Because Hurts is still on his rookie deal.
I don't know. I guess we could try it, but I don't think there's good enough quarterbacks to work with our system, honestly.
I don't know.
Like, I'm not huge on this quarterback market this year. Like, I think they're really good, and there's a few guys who will be, like, great, but not for us. I think we need to just get rid of Pollard, maybe trade Dak, I guess, for... I've seen Dak for Tua. I wouldn't
feel like
hate
what's
that.
the difference, though?
No, I would honestly be okay
it's-
with taking Tua and then signing like Derrick Henry and someone like if Mike Evans wants to win and he'll take a smaller contract, we could sign
Well,
him.
you already have a packed
like to see
receiver
Tua.
group. I mean,
pretty packed
they're
receiver
good.
group. But if you had Mike Evans and CeeDee Lamb, why wouldn't you?
You would
want
have to
that?
move on from like Cooks,
That's fine. That's fine.
Cooks
with me.
and Gallup. Gallup
That's fine
needs
with
to
me,
restructure
honestly.
at the minimum.
I think we should get rid of Gallup either way. Trade him.
Yeah,
He's not huge for our
whatever.
team at all. But
I feel like that could.
I do
work,
like that
but
take. I
Evans
agree.
would have to really take.
We need to
take
bring in
that
a new
for
coach.
sure. But he's also old.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's like 31, 32.
bring in Harbaugh. Bring in Henry.
I feel like
Bring in
Harbaugh's kind of
someone
like a
else.
lock to the Raiders if they don't bring back
Might be.
Pierce.
They're gonna bring
That's
back.
like, he's like the
Pierce.
only team that's even talked about Harbaugh is the Raiders.
Chargers met with them.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
It's a
that.
good one. I like that.
I mean, it's there. Or I just feel like
I'd take Belichick
what
too.
I've seen is the
Yeah.
Falcons are gunning for Belichick the most,
What?
which would be
I've
weird.
seen that too.
That's like
It's
the only
so
team that's really
weird
been
to
like
me.
actively going after him so far has been the
Yeah,
Falcons.
That
I
is
think
right.
Cowboys.
Should be
I mean,
insane
Cowboys
for
are
sure.
going to now. Now that all the talk of McCarthy
for
needing
sure.
to
I think
move
McCarthy
on, he's
going
going
to be out
on.
by like
Monday. I don't. Is
Yeah,
it?
by
Is
like
it?
Tuesday
Like,
or whatever-
is it
whatever
possible
next
for
week
us
would
to
be.
get rid of Jerry Jones, or is he just locked
He's
in
the
there?
owner.
I know, but like, there has to be some sort of.
The only way that would happen is he's not even a bad
Dude,
owner.
he's
He
terrible.
maxes out the salary cap every year.
Yeah, I don't
And they
like
just
him
still
at
suck
all.
Just have to
anyway. It's
be
not
a-
like he's a general manager.
I'm
I
not
don't-
blaming him
I don't
completely,
think the
but he's
board
terrible.
Can like kick him out.
The,
I don't think we
the
can.
only way a coach could get or owner could get removed is like the
He's racist or something.
Yeah,
literally. No, like
Well,
it
Jerry.
would have to be the
like NFL. Themselves.
the NFL
Yeah.
owners
Yeah.
board would have to
Yeah.
like vote to remove him, and then they would force
Quarterback
him to sell the
comparison.
team. That's what happened to the I almost said the skins word. You know, sorry guys.
Skins word.
Washington had to sell their team
Yeah.
because their owner was touching people or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like that.
So,
So,
racist
okay,
and
well,
touching people.
Back to the point. I agree.
Um,
Honestly, you agree?
Mm-hmm. What you think,
Yeah,
Parker?
I agree in like some parts. I don't know about like a soft reboot is like the way to put it, but like make some changes.
Yeah.
I think like they've been using the
It's
same,
just our run
a
defense
lot of the
and
same
game.
group. I mean,
Like-
even like I think DeMarcus Lawrence is also on expiring next year.
Okay, well, we could afford to get rid of him. I mean, he's
He-
great. I love.
He was
I
the only
love
one
him.
doing anything
He's amazing,
yesterday
but
on the
still,
line, to be
Dude,
honest.
was that Mike Evans again who dropped out?
dude, Mike Evans is having a terrible
He's
game.
trying
and
to
they're
get
still
cut on
gonna cook
purpose.
him.
He wants out.
He's already out after this.
He probably.
They might
unless won the
franchise
Super
tag
Bowl.
him.
Dude, he got thrown like 3 easy deep.
They might franchise tag him.
I
Honestly,
guess they
I
could,
would.
but I wouldn't. To be honest.
Why? He's never not had 1,000 yards for you. I would take him.
I mean, you franchise tag him and then you extend him and you end up
For
like
2 years.
AJ Brown, or not
Yeah, I
AJ
don't
Brown,
know.
AJ Green.
Yeah. So okay, next hot
Instantly
take.
fall off.
Dude, Baker's looking scary.
Okay, so I said that if the Texans can make the right acquisitions this offseason, like they could put together like a full-fledged dynasty. They're all young.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
100%, no doubt.
I
dude.
think honestly they bring in like 2 more like veteran defensive guys. I mean, really
Yeah.
like bolster up their like DB groups
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I think
and
for a
work on their
dynasty, the only thing that can stop them is ego. Because if one of them gets a
Honestly,
big,
yeah,
if
that's
the
the
only
only part.
thing is
That's
if
what
one
I
of
was
them
saying
gets a
with, like,
big
young
ego,
I've
groups.
seen this and it's so weird to me. I've seen the Texans trade up for the 3rd pick.
Caleb.
No, they'll get Marvin Harrison, and I was just like,
They won't.
that would be weird.
Dude, that'd be
It would
disgusting,
be disgusting, but why would
That'd
you,
be
like,
smart.
It's just like,
No, I would do
mean,
that.
It would be disgusting.
They have a stacked receiver core, though.
yeah,
So.
I guess, but I mean, we've already seen CJ Stroud get injured like 3 times this year. So I
Barely,
mean, they need to
though,
work on
honestly.
their like O-line group. I mean,
Yeah.
he missed 3 games this year, and like you don't want your
Yeah.
quarterback to get injured.
I think you could
multiple
sacrifice
times
one
this
more
season.
year to get someone like Harrison, though. And
I
that
guess.
goes back
I
to
mean,
like the
I think they have money.
ego
They
thing.
could go.
Yeah.
To they have a bunch of picks from the Browns still. So even though they
Yeah.
don't have their
That's true.
own
I
pick this
forgot.
year, they have the Browns pick, which is better. And,
Yeah, that's true. I think as long as like
every
with
game they
the
win, they ruin the Cardinals.
yeah
season next season.
with the
So,
ego thing, like as long as one of them doesn't want like a huge contract in the next 3 years,
like unless like
if they want to go for rings and have obviously good enough pay, you can still pay them 20 million.
Let's think Dell wants $1 billion.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or CJ
Tears up the
Stroud.
group.
I don't see him being the
CJ
one,
Stroud, well, he's in a when he has to get his extension, which isn't for 4 years from now
though. Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
He'll
that's true.
he'll get full money unless he
Yeah.
becomes trash next year or something.
That'd be funny.
Which I mean, it happens.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I do
Baker-
agree. I think they're going to be a
for
dynasty.
example, crazy rookie season,
Dude, I
and then
know.
fell off,
Hey, he's back.
and then
Chill
he
out.
came back on another team.
So I agree. I think they'll be a dynasty
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
It's undoubted, I think.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Just if
I
they
don't
stay
know.
healthy, like don't let ego.
Yeah,
run
that
them,
too. Staying healthy is kind of hard nowadays too.
Mhm.
Baker just got hurt as I said that.
Yeah.
So getting into guess the 2K.
I did Madden.
Okay,
did Madden, too.
2K and Madden teams. I did Madden
It's a
too.
program. But, oh, did you all do Madden?
I did Madden too.
Or
So
Madden
guess
teams,
the
okay.
Madden teams. I'll go first. My Madden team has a quarterback of a 94 overall, an 81 overall running back, a 96 overall receiver, an 83 overall receiver, and an 83 overall tight end. Quarterback's
Can you start over?
a bit
I was-
overrated.
Especially on quarterback.
So quarterback 94, running back 81, wide receiver 196,
this is the Cowboys. Isn't it?
wide receiver 283, tight end 83. We'll
the
go like
Cowboys?
one guess. No, not the Cowboys. Who do you think?
I was just gonna guess the Eagles because like you fucking hate them.
Incorrect. It is the Bills.
Oh, yeah. I guess it makes sense.
It's the running back is the one that messed me up earlier, because Cook's been really good.
I would say Cook is a better than an 81. That's a
Yeah.
little
for
low.
sure. He's like an
That's,
87 as of.
I don't know
right
why.
now.
It's just in my mind. Stephon Diggs hasn't been a 96 overall receiver for about
No.
Yeah, I was gonna
months.
No,
say,
he's
that's
really
way
high
too
too.
high
Actually,
for
he's like a
Stephon
92 this
Diggs.
year, bro.
I
He's
would
been
say
bummed.
it's where he
Not even
belongs
a-
at 92, like a 91.
I was actually going to be
Maybe.
one of my hot takes. I was going to say that, like, I listed off a bunch of receivers, and I said that, like, majority of these receivers were going to get traded next year.
Oh,
And it
really?
was, like,
Stephon Diggs. is the
Stephon
one?
Diggs, A.J. Brown,
AJ Brown for sure.
like, unless, like, Justin Jefferson or, like, CD get their extension, they're probably out, too.
CD's not going yet, but
Yeah,
Jefferson might actually.
I would
Jefferson's
say, like,
on the trade
by the
market.
deadline. If he doesn't get his extension by the deadline, he's probably out.
Jefferson
Unless
to the Bears paired with Harrison and DJ
They're
Moore?
better off doing that
Gross.
instead of going for Marvin Harrison at this point in time. They should just try to bolster
They
their
could.
line.
Honestly, I mean, they could get both. Marvin Harrison on a rookie deal would be fine.
Caleb.
No,
Caleb
dude.
and Justin
That's
Jefferson.
so stupid. Or I
Drake
guess
May.
that could work.
Drake May.
Dude, honestly, Drake May, like, have you guys watched?
He's
like,
pretty
his
good.
tape?
Yeah,
looks
he's
actually
good.
good.
He looks
Yeah.
really good, and that's the reason, like, he's gonna go over guys like Jaden Daniels. I'm yapping. I'm sorry, guys.
He might. So,
I'm
you
excited
wanna
to see him play, to be honest.
Get into your team.
Okay.
He's got a good build for QB2.
Yeah.
Who?
Drake May.
Yeah, he does.
He's like pretty.
Are
He's
you
the next-
saying that
He's
he's
the next
quarterback?
Mac Jones. Next Mac
Do you
Jones,
know who
baby.
looks like Mac Jones on the field right now? Baker.
Okay,
They're
he
twins.
plays way better.
They're both.
He's better than Mahomes.
They're both a little chubby quarterbacks. Little short
Dude.
guys.
Dude,
How do
they're
you-
dropping everything.
What's going on, man?
Okay, go ahead. Get on your team.
You should crop that part out. It's kind of weird. Okay. So
We're watching the Bucks Eagles, by the way,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a blowout, so we'll know what game they're playing. Otherwise, it's gonna get weird. But
Go ahead, buddy.
Okay. So Madden team is the QB is a 79, running back is an 88, wide receiver 1 is a 78, wide receiver 2 is a 78, and tight end is a 72.
Bro,
So just a good running back.
Yeah.
how is this team in the playoffs? Or that's too much? Is this
That's
team
too
was
much.
this team
Yeah,
good
that's
this year?
Not really, actually.
Oh, it's the Packers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
had that too.
Did you?
Bro.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
That is the first time that's happened.
We made it like 10 weeks, and we've never had an issue with that.
Well, now
I mean, I didn't even.
Now,
I didn't
now
even
I only have to
remember what
post
their-
one of those, so
Yeah.
it works for me.
I didn't even remember what their ratings were, and then I was like,
Oh wait, I have this thing. It's kind of high for the running back. 88, almost
Yeah.
a 90. That's. I mean, he's really good,
He's good, but
obviously,
not
but,
really
he
this year.
wasn't going into the season.
I mean, he played good yesterday, for sure.
No, yeah, he's good now. Like the past 5 weeks, he's been great.
Yeah,
but
he's been
going
pretty
into
good.
the season, I don't know. So, getting into start bench cuts. I'll go ahead and go first. Your guys
Actually,
is.
Parker should probably go first. He hasn't talked.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Parker.
my star bench cut NFL, all QBs. I said Jared Goff, Stafford, and Baker.
Ooh. We're talking this season, just so you guys know, obviously.
Are we allowing recency bias for the playoffs?
Baker, Stafford.
That was my
Kinda
only
hard.
like, contention.
I mean,
'cause-
if we're trying to win playoff games,
well, yeah, you
Okay.
can look at like the other night. So
I guess.
I don't want to say anything too crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause,
cute
like-
Stafford for, I guess.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Dude, he played disgusting yesterday.
He played really good,
Like,
but I honestly think I'm
that was
going
like
to-
some 80s
You guys know how I
quarterback
feel
stuff,
about Baker.
bro. He got like murdered like 8 times.
Yeah,
and,
I know,
like just
dude.
kept throwing laser after laser.
You guys know how I feel
I'm
about
gonna go-
Baker. So
I still think Stafford had a better season than Baker this year, so I'm gonna go Goff,
he did.
Stafford, Baker.
Okay, I'll go. I guess Goff. I don't even know, honestly. Like, I don't think Goff's that good. I just think he has a really good team around him.
He played really good yesterday.
But
He's
I guess
putting the
I guess
ball
I'll
where
go
it needed to be.
Goff, Baker, and then Stafford.
okay.
So, your guys' start bench
Clearly
cut.
Baker isn't putting the ball softly in their hands. So
Dude, they're
That's why
dropping, every
it
single
every
pass.
single pass.
Your start bench cut is CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts, and Jordan Love.
I think you immediately cut Jordan Love.
Really?
Do you though?
This season?
Well, are we talking?
He had the quietest, like, overall great season
Yeah,
of any
he
quarterback
really did.
ever, bro.
I know,
Honestly.
he did. And I like him.
And
but,
Jalen,
like,
he,
just
had
won a
better
playoff
stats
game
than
yesterday.
Jalen Hurts, I'm pretty
So-
sure.
then,
Huh?
are you sure?
I'm
He
pretty
didn't-
sure he had very similar or better stats than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Passing.
I'm pretty
stats
sure
for
he had better.
He.
I
I
know
mean,
he had
actually,
better.
I don't know.
I think so.
He had the 7th most passing yards. I know that, and he threw for 30.
I want to see the
or, like,
stats on
31
that.
touchdowns.
Like, I'm kind of curious now what the stats on that are.
Okay, well, pick your stuff first, and then
Yeah, make your choice, bud.
you look up Jalen Hurts stats. I'll look up Jordan Love. Make it easier.
I'm probably start CJ, bench Hurts, cut Love.
Okay, perfect. That's going to be the rage bait. We didn't even have to make.
I don't even think that's rage bait though, because
Packers
are gonna,
fans are going to be there.
Yeah,
They'll be in
but
the comments.
Everybody else, if you said
What
the
does he
other
have?
way.
So Jordan Love
He only had
had
3,800 yards passing. So I mean,
Jordan
it's
Love
not that
had
good.
64% completion, 4,159 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, and a 96 QBR.
Mhm.
What
Oh.
what Jalen Hurts have?
Okay, he had 3,800 yards. Well, 380.
Okay, less.
85 or 50,
Less either
58.
way.
Less 15 TDs. He had like 17. rushing
Still
touchdowns,
less.
though.
That's tied.
Yeah. And then he had 15 picks. So
More picks. Yeah,
lot
Jordan
more
Love had a
picks.
better season than Jalen Hurts.
a lot better season. And but even before that, I would have
With
said
the Packers.
yeah.
who were supposed to be in a rebuild year.
with like no actual receivers. I mean, like
They were really
the
good.
guys they have played really well.
Yeah,
but
they
I
didn't
feel that-
actually.
I
No
think
one
a
thought
part of
that
that
would
was
happen.
Jordan
though.
Love. I mean,
Yeah,
they brought in
he
a
throws
lot of like
crazy passes.
rookie guys that played really well and like
Yeah.
younger guys. I've seen like I forget what the stat was, but like every single like skill position player besides Aaron Jones is like under like 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that, 24 or younger.
What's your start bench cut? C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts.
I'd start this season. Okay, keep in mind because Jalen Hurts had a really good season.
Yeah, this
last
is
year with
this
the Super
season.
Bowl. But this season, cut this.
I thought we were talking like.
I mean, who would you rather have?
I thought we were talking like.
We never do all time.
It's just like the question is like, who would you rather have? You can factor in what they've done seasons before and how they'll play, how you think they're going to play. But
Yeah, like
I
what
would
Jalen
just
Hurts
say
is
like
doing, though.
currently how it's been looking, I would rather go Stroud, Love,
Hurts.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
you want to go ahead and do
for me,
yours?
they're pretty
Okay.
interchangeable. To
Yeah.
be honest.
So
That's fair.
okay, when I asked you this question for
Oh,
Start
I
Bench
see.
Cut,
I remember what you mean.
So I'm going to do best rookie receiver campaigns. So I'm going to give you their stats and everything. So starting off with Puka Nacua, 105 receptions, 1,486 yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 81 receptions, 1,455 yards, and 13 TDs. And Justin Jefferson, 88 receptions, 1,400 yards, 7 TDs, but in a 16-game season.
Yeah. Puka missed a game, didn't he? He missed one, I think.
Thought he missed two.
I believe
He might have missed more than one.
That's a good question, actually.
I'm gonna start Jamar's rookie
okay.
season, bench Puka's rookie season, and cut Justin Jefferson's rookie season.
I like
I
Jamar
agree
a
with
lot
that.
already, but I think
I don't even like Jamar. He had a good rookie season though.
he had a really good rookie season. I think I'm gonna go with the same, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna double check. I want to see if he did only play 16. I know he got hurt in one game, but I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't play the full thing. I know at least. Like he missed most of games if he missed them. So
he played 17 games. Whether or
Okay.
not he left,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still, either way, I'm still
Yeah.
going with his over Jefferson.
Yeah, I agree.
My blind player stat comparison, I actually really like this one. You're probably going to know one of them, but I'll go ahead and my QB1 had 4,038 yards, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 63.6 completion percentage, 93.8 rating. And my QB2 had 4,159 yards, so more. 32 touchdowns, so more. 11 interceptions, less. 64.2 completion percentage, so better. And
Fortunately, I
96.1
know
passer rating.
exactly who this is.
Yeah, I know.
And
We just talked about it. I just went over the
He
stats.
also
so-
happens to be on my list, so
Oh, okay. Well,
But
it doesn't matter either way.
we
As
also
long as you don't know the
ironically-
second guy.
just read his list like
I know.
seconds ago.
As long as
But,
you don't know the second guy, it doesn't matter.
what was the interceptions on the first guy?
13.
Is that Josh Allen?
No.
No. Okay.
You're not going to guess it, so just pick one.
Well, I guess I'll go with Jordan Love, so that
Okay.
would be player B.
Okay.
I was thinking the same.
So player B was Jordan Love. Player A was Aaron Rodgers in his first full season with the Green Bay Packers.
That's a cool one. I like
Yeah.
that.
So,
cool.
because
Well, that was also
they
16
both
games, wasn't it,
they
though?
both sat
Something
their
like-
first 3 seasons
Yeah.
behind a veteran and then came in and had amazing rookie seasons. So I think Green Bay is very smart for that. So I actually did like that one. So and that'll get into our next topic after you guys are done. So who wants to go next? I guess you can go since you only have to list us one player.
Okay, so player A was Jordan
Yeah.
Love with 4,159 yards, 32 TDs, 11 interceptions, and a 64% completion percentage.
Okay.
And player B had 4,516 yards, 36 TDs, 9 interceptions, 69% completion percentage.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah. So make your pick
From the 49ers, I'm going to go Jordan Love. Is it not?
No,
Who was it? Oh,
it was Dak.
Okay. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from last night, Dak did have a better season, but
Yeah, that's the
I don't.
thing.
I
Are
don't.
you
I
like
don't
factoring
yeah,
in
recency
playoffs?
bias is kind of crazy on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd still go
because-
Dak, but Jordan Love obviously.
I mean, they both
like,
have very impressive seasons.
That's-
Yeah,
what
no,
kinda-
for sure.
that's
Jordan
what
Love
threw me
cooked
off
him
on the
last
other
night,
one.
so people don't come at me in the comments for that. But Dak
Yeah.
had a better season, so I don't know what to tell y'all. Holy shit! Oh my God.
Dude. Wow.
What? Okay.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead, Parker.
You have the floor, bro.
Jesus, dude. I did not expect that. That was a great pass.
That was a really good pass.
Jalen Hurts to Devontae, guys, if you're confused.
Blind stats, NFL. Player 1, 214 carries, 976 yards, and 4 TDs.
I think I know who that is.
Player 2, 233 carries, 805 yards, and 6 TDs.
This guy's doing absolutely nothing.
Is one of them Pollard by chance? I'm just curious. Okay.
I feel like one of them has to be. One of them is Derrick Henry, isn't it?
Nope.
Okay, can you go over the yards and touchdowns one more time?
Player 1, 214 carries, 976 yards, 4 TDs.
Okay.
Player 2, 233 carries, 805 yards.
I just want to clarify, these are both running backs, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
And 6 TDs.
So player 2 had
Debo that 1 year where they
2
ran
more
the ball.
touchdowns and 100 something less yards. What was the carries splits? Who had more?
Player B. Or 2.
So more touchdowns and less yards on more carries. Depends what you value, I guess. It depends on the team.
value
If you need
scoring,
yards and you got tight ends that are good, I'm gonna go player A, I guess, actually.
I'll go
Okay.
player B just because.
Okay.
All right. Player A was Bijan.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
player B was Josh Jacobs.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good
Josh
one,
Jacobs'
actually.
quietly trash season.
Bijan also was super misused, so if you
Yeah.
take that into consideration,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one,
I think
actually.
a big part of that
I would
one
not have
for,
guessed him.
for Josh Jacobs is he missed a lot of games this year.
He did miss quite a bit.
I think he
Yeah.
missed like 4 or 5.
Bijan missed
a lot.
1 or 2, but that's it.
But he wasn't even injured. He was a
I know.
healthy scratch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They put him in for 1 snap to end the game.
So, getting into, we have about 5 talk show topics to get into.
Okay.
Can Jordan Love, or not, I guess, not can, will Jordan Love have a better career in Green Bay than Aaron Rodgers?
No.
No.
I'm going to go with no.
No.
Okay.
That's just like, he
I
could,
mean, their
whatever,
rookie,
but like,
from what you were saying, their rookie seasons were crazy. He could.
Yeah.
but keep
but
in mind,
like-
Aaron Rodgers is like, it's just like different era.
He played
Yeah.
for a long time.
Well,
yeah,
that was his
long,
rookie-
longevity
yeah,
is
it
going
was
to
just
factor
like-
into it.
No, I'm not
Like,
talking about rookie seasons. I'm
Well,
talking
just
about
like he was going back to that
who will
year
have a
one.
better career. Oh, yeah,
Year
I
one
know.
stat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think I'm going to
I'm gonna go with no, also because
I don't
according
know.
to the viewer, they think I love Aaron Rodgers, which I don't. I don't even like Aaron Rodgers at all.
Yeah.
But
I'm
guys, I love Aaron Rodgers, and
I was just about to say I love Aaron Rodgers.
sure you go with Aaron Rodgers, you go
but-
with Justin Love.
I love Aaron Rodgers,
We're
and
getting
I think that he
comments
like
we're getting
had-
comments on the vid as we speak.
Aaron Rodgers has a Super Bowl win.
I think he had an insane run, but I'm looking at
Um,
Jordan Love, and like if you think
he
the
also-
Texans,
he made it to a lot of NFC Championship games, guys.
may I finish, bud?
Yeah,
Jordan Love might do it in his rookie season,
I guess.
and
but rookie is a stretch.
basically he never.
He's a
played,
grown
bro.
man.
If you're looking at the Texans and saying they could be like a dynasty, an argument could be made that the Packers could be similar.
Yeah,
like they're
they-
similar. They look super
They're
similar.
super young.
They have
Both
identical
are so
teams.
young.
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
yeah, they could be a dynasty, but even if
They
they
could
were,
be a dynasty, and I still probably wouldn't say that Jordan.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah,
I
Unless
was
Jordan
gonna
Love
say the
went
same
for
thing.
like 5.
I think he
Super
could get.
Bowls or
I
something
think
like that.
there's a possibility of him getting to like 2. If
I think there's a
team stays
possibility,
together.
but like I'd say 75% leans to like no. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it's possible. Aaron Rodgers played for so long. Like that's the only thing that's really
Yeah.
gonna give him the argument.
I mean, that gives you the
Possible.
argument. Like, would you even say Aaron Rodgers is like the best Packers quarterback of all time?
Probably a side segment. Yay.
The random
Um,
side segment, but like that's just like pretty good talk show idea. Would you really? though?
Honestly,
I probably would say like, I don't know. That one's tough because I mean, him and Brett Favre have the same amount of Super Bowls, and then you have to factor in
interceptions, bro.
they're polar opposites on that end, but they both have a Super Bowl. I think do they both? have
Aaron
3
Rodgers
MVPs?
is easily the most accurate quarterback of all
for
time.
sure. I'm not saying better quarterback, but just like for
No,
the
yeah, I
Packers
know.
in general.
I know for the Packers.
Keep in mind, he was also a traitor that went to the Vikings. So that might take away from Brett Favre's legacy while he was playing for the Vikings.
That's kind of
Aaron
hard,
Rodgers
bro.
was like winning the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna say that he was. I mean, Brett Favre played for a long time too. He played he played from '93 to '07, so it's about 14 years. Rodgers played from '08 to last year. That's 14. It's even.
yeah.
So I mean, but we were just talking about how Aaron Rodgers played for a super long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many rings did Brett Favre have? Like
One.
Oh
They
yeah,
both have
I'm
one.
giving it to Aaron Rodgers then for sure.
Honestly, I'd agree with
doubt.
you on that. It's also more recent, and I have recency bias.
Yeah,
So
and like old heads in the comments are gonna be like, "You young bloods didn't watch." These young
These
bloods Brett Favre.
young bloods didn't watch Brett Favre throw
And
for
I
4
don't
picks
care.
every game.
I know I didn't have to
Yeah.
watch that to know.
Yeah, and then he got out of the
one of
league
the
and
greatest
became, like,
quarterbacks I've ever seen is
a
better.
like money launderer, stealing money
Yeah.
from cities and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'd say
not
yeah.
a good person, guys.
I would say Aaron
He also
Rodgers was
like-
definitely better than Brett Favre.
I'd say it's pretty close, but I'd give the edge to Rodgers.
I don't even think it's close in my opinion, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fairly close. I mean, they both have a ring.
So, next
I guess.
segment. If the Suns win the championship this year, where does KD rank all time?
Oh, shoot.
That'd be his 3rd ring.
Third ring, one of the best
That's-
shooters of
that's a good
all time,
question.
or not shooters, one of the best scorers of all time.
I mean, you could argue it breaks him into the top 10.
I think it does.
I don't know.
But
think
honestly,
I think it brings him
even-
top 15
even, like,
at
it's
least.
kind of like a difficult topic to include guys like Steph Curry in the top 10 that he has.
I don't think.
Yeah.
So I don't
Do you guys
know.
think Curry's better than Magic in that?
As a point guard,
Yeah.
yes.
I
but
think he's better
wouldn't-
all time.
I wouldn't.
I don't
You
know.
think-
Not all time. Rings is
Like, if I'm like making a list of like who I think is actually truly like the greatest basketball players of all time,
Yeah.
including their accolades, I don't value Curry's that much because he really did have like an insane dynasty, which
Yeah.
I mean you could use to take away from guys like Michael Jordan. And
I
stuff
don't
like
want to say yes,
and even
but,
the same
like,
with Magic,
I
but
do
it's just
think
like
so.
it's so hard because like you include a guy like Curry in your top 10 and you look stupid to half.
I
of
know,
people,
but
and if
it's-
you don't, the other way
it's
people are like,
completely fair,
But you
though.
like, yeah, it really is. But like,
I don't ever want to
There's
say
just
it, but I
so many, like-
honestly would not like anyone
honestly,
who
if I see
says
somebody,
Curry
like,
over Magic
putting-
all time. I don't think it's crazy.
if we're talking like
I don't care.
point guards,
I'm just talking
I do.
any
I have
overall,
him,
bro.
Honestly, I think he's a better.
Yeah.
He's
Best shooter of all time, one of the best handles of all time, clutch
Yeah.
all time,
was a decent defender,
all time
for a
team,
stretch.
all time leader. Like,
But then you have to like say like Magic
Dang,
changed
my
the game.
God.
Did you guys,
Akers
did
doing
you
dots.
see
Yeah,
that?
he is.
Oh my god.
Okay.
this
and
is a
then-
side segment, so don't feel free to
Yeah, feel
Magic
free to
or
yap.
Curry.
Yeah.
I just like all
I
the
think
old
we
heads
got
are
this
gonna go
topic in such a
insane
random way,
over
but, like,
this too. That's what sucks.
Greatest.
Like
greatest
no matter
shooter
what
of
we
all time.
say, old heads are just gonna be
That's just,
crazy
like,
about this. But
don't know.
I'm not mad at Curry being
'Cause,
over
like,
Magic.
I think Curry.
Magic's an excellent passer. Got his career
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
short.
like
Not
that's
really,
the
though.
thing.
He only
Curry's
played,
like
15 seasons or something.
Curry's
like that.
amazing, but like his game, you could argue that it's like kind of one dimensional. Even though he
In
did,
a way, I agree with you,
Sorta.
but I kind of don't.
des-
it's just
despite
like-
him like revolutionizing the game, like that,
Yeah,
that
the
was
way
all him.
he-
but like,
They both
has the most
revolutionized
impact
the
on the
game
game.
in two completely different ways. Just
Yeah.
like the idea of like
I mean,
an
Magic.
alternative
Magic
point
was
guard.
a whole era. Like,
Yeah.
do you consider this like the Curry era?
I
though?
think Curry has
it was
had
like-
more of
honestly
an
though,
impact
no,
on
I
basketball.
consider it like well now I wouldn't.
Yeah, like, I
think,
wouldn't-
I think
that's-
that era is past. You, like,
That's what
would-
I think.
I don't think
honestly,
it's
like-
fair to say. I don't think it's fair when LeBron played.
Yeah,
to say
like
Curry
from like
Yeah,
'cause I
exactly.
think that
Not
era is
against him,
past
though.
because both of them are just
like Magic and
both-
Bird were like a whole era.
They're both
Yeah,
non-competitive teams.
They
so
got
then, like,
basketball like on the map.
Yeah.
yeah,
like-
honestly, you could say Kareem kind of, but like that was
Yeah.
a dying
don't
era
know.
of basketball where they literally had to do a merger.
Steph Curry
so-
is insanely huge for basketball. Like,
yeah, but like
I think
that's a really like difficult topic.
Oh, dude.
And I wish I like if we had prep on this, we could have a really
Yeah.
good discussion. But since this is like off the dome,
I
I don't
put
really know.
Magic over Curry.
just for
like if I'm talking all time, I like
Yeah,
making
all-
my list. Like I'm gonna have Magic at like 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ma-
just
Magic's
for-
I
not
wouldn't
4.
have Curry.
for
Yeah,
rage
ever.
for rage bait sake or rage bait sake, I'm gonna just say Curry.
I think Curry. Like if I was
just to get comments and stuff. But I don't know. I'm
maybe
not even
we should do
against
like our
it, honestly.
all-time positions someday or something.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
will for
But
sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy, and I don't agree with it entirely, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. But I don't know. It's a really hard topic to get on.
Yeah, honestly, I could agree with either. Like I'm not gonna like get mad if somebody's
Yeah.
like Curry's definitely better than Magic. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
It's like that's an opinion.
back to the real topic.
Yeah. Okay.
So if the Suns win the championship, where does KD rank all time?
I don't. It just depends what like the back end of your top end looks like.
I think he's top 15.
Like,
no matter what you say.
If he gets it, yeah, for sure, top 15.
Like no matter what your list is, he has to be top 15.
I think honestly, it just gets to the point like if you consider him at that point to be better than Larry Bird, and then that's where you would fit him in.
I think it's just tough because like
I mean,
he's only
as
one
a
of super
player.
teams. If you like
as
look
a
at
player,
I might give
personally,
it to
I
him.
think I would give it to KD, but
too.
he doesn't
I mean,
have the accolades yet.
yeah, as a player, he's like one of the best slashers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the truly like a top 3 scorer of all time.
He's one of like if you're looking at like actual players, like skill, build stuff, he's a very
we should
good
do like
all-time
top
player.
scorers of all time too.
Yeah, we're gonna do all that stuff.
Just like
oh
random
my
stuff.
god,
especially like
Baker is
especially
throwing
when the NFL
cannon, bro.
season's over,
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of that stuff.
I mean, Baker
like
holds the
lists.
record for longest pass by air.
Yeah,
So I mean, it was like 75 yards through air.
I think KD could be top 10 if you really
if
want.
he is,
if you
would
want
be like
to
10
argue
or
it,
9. Like you would really have to fit him.
Yeah.
like, in there.
like if you want to argue it though, you could.
But I've
I
seen
don't
people
think
try to
so.
argue that like Kawhi is top 10, which is
That is
weird.
What?
When he
That
has,
is
like, when he has like
blasphemous.
13,000 career points.
Bro,
and
he has
stuff like
less career points than like Tobias Harris probably.
that. I think he does. Actually,
he probably does.
Load
And
management. That's all I'm gonna
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
When you're injured every
I
year,
disagree with that
then
for
you-
sure. What the hell?
Even years you aren't injured, you still miss 20 games.
I don't think KD's top 10.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd say
Even
like
with that
top 15.
Even
Yeah.
with
They're dropping everything.
Even with
dude.
the chip.
Not even
'Cause
top
it's-
15.
No, I said like
Oh,
he'll
my
be
bad.
top 15.
I thought you said not even top 15.
No, he'll be.
I would even include like right now. I still include like KD as like an honorable mention.
Yeah,
but
you could
I
argue
just
him
think
top 15.
he'll always have it argued that his rings are like fraudulent.
Yeah,
you know?
that's another big part of it. That his
Like,
rings just like weren't
it'll
as
still get
valuable as
argued that
everyone
this is
else.
like a Suns super.
And that's a
team.
big part of like Curry's
know.
argument. It's hard to make.
I know,
'cause,
but
like,
it's just dumb to me that people say that for KD, but they don't argue that for Curry. If Curry didn't have
feel
KD and
like I
KD
do.
didn't have Curry, either way, they're
I
not winning
think-
without
well,
each
I
other.
don't know. I feel like
well,
Neither
that's
of them
not
are
true.
winning without each other. I don't think.
That
Like,
is
the
not
same
true.
way.
I think that
Curry-
the
Curry
2017 the 2017 Warriors would have still won that chip without KD.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but Are you saying like the? Are you saying?
I don't
like-
think KD carried them, but they all had to include enough to win it. And I think without KD's
Are you saying
contribution,
like that
it's-
season or like in general? Because if you're
just
saying,
in
like,
general, like they
well,
wouldn't have been nearly as good of a team without KD.
I think.
Well, are you
I mean,
talking,
they
like,
wouldn't have
over,
been
like-
as good, but they nearly swept the Cavs that year.
like because
Yeah.
the Warriors,
They took
the
them in
Warriors
5.
won like without KD.
No, they were
fine
still good.
without
I know.
KD.
I'm not saying they would be bad. Was just saying that. I'm just saying they wouldn't be nearly as good without him. Like they wouldn't have been the crazy super team without Kevin Durant, who
I mean, they were
was one of
already
the biggest
craziest
blockbuster
super team
trades
at
in
the
history.
time The year before.
yeah,
So I mean, it's just like I don't agree with that argument. I think
I
that
don't-
they could have been. They would have just adapted
Yeah.
without KD. They would have.
I
just
think
made
they would have
been
different
fine
changes
without
and stuff like that.
KD.
And even after KD was gone, they still made changes. They brought in
Yeah.
D'Lo, and then they brought in Wiggins.
yeah, they did. They weren't.
That was the whole thing.
D'Lo was okay.
Yeah. Well, for like the month that he was.
yeah, he was good for like a month. Then he fell
D'Lo-
off. Dude,
D'Lo
what is
sucks.
Before he
Baker
went up
doing?
the.
Oh my
that
god.
was weird because they shifted Curry over to shooting
Yeah.
guard for a little
Yeah.
bit, and they.
Yeah, that
realized
was
it just
kinda
didn't
weird.
work. And then Wiggins, honestly, like as like, he's not that good. But I mean,
He's okay.
He's a very good piece. I mean, they won a championship with him. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of fell off. Everyone. Fell
Yeah,
off
but
on that
also
team.
he had a lot of like he had personal issues. He missed a bunch of games last year.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
just like,
on that team is kind of taking a step back.
Yeah.
well, that whole team. I think they just need to restart
Yeah,
with either that being like just keeping Curry and letting everybody else go.
they
or
sold
Curry
their future,
retiring.
dude.
Honestly, I think
Yeah.
Curry, if Curry wants to make the right decision here, he only plays like one or two more seasons. I
Yeah.
don't think there's any point in
people
there
don't
playing like
realize
20
he's like kind of
seasons.
old.
I mean,
you know?
this was what
He's like 36.
season.
How old is Curry? He's like 36 now.
I don't even know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's been in the league since 2009, so
I'm gonna look this up. How old is
Yeah, I
Steph
don't know
Curry?
actually.
and he wasn't a young rookie either.
No.
He played like 3 seasons at Davidson.
Yeah, he's 35. Like he's not
35.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
young,
okay.
but he's not really super old.
I don't
though.
see any point with a legacy as good as that, just like rotting on a bad
Yeah,
team.
I mean, I feel like we look at like
Mhm.
not as old because someone like Braun exists.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, come on. To the
So-
Eagles playing like trash.
I know. You guys want to get into the next topic?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next topic I had, starting with NFL. We'll do NBA and NFL, but for TikTok's sake.
Okay.
If you could only pick 3 current NFL players to go into the Hall of Fame,
Oh,
who
I
are you
forgot
picking?
about this one.
Oh shit.
Okay, first off the board.
I'm
has to
going
be
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2. This might sound crazy.
We talked about this a little bit, but like
This might sound crazy, but this is an absolute lock, and people aren't going to realize it. Justin Tucker. Greatest
that
kicker of
is
all
definitely
time.
no.
Yes, he is, bro.
Mm.
Justin Tucker is the greatest kicker of all time. I don't care.
I don't think
And
so.
he's easily a Hall of Famer.
He doesn't have clutch.
Pat.
kicks.
Pat.
Mahomes?
I mean,
Oh, we're Pat McAfee for kicker. I thought you were saying for your list,
No.
bro.
What?
Okay.
What are we talking about right now?
Kicker.
no, I was just bringing up like Pat McAfee's segment, not him as like a.
Oh.
Oh,
So I got Justin Tucker and Aaron Rodgers as my
I
top
think you have to
2.
include Julio. I think Julio's a Hall of Fame lock at this
You
point.
could, but you also got to look at, like, people are going to say TJ Watt.
I don't think like I would necessarily. Aaron, that's my other one. Aaron Donald for sure. It's a lock.
Oh yeah. Aaron
Oh,
Donald.
yeah. I'll agree with Aaron Donald. So I got
And
Aaron
then
Rodgers.
Julio is just like I don't know if there's another guy that I would like rather fit in.
Yeah.
And especially because now he's washed. He's sitting on the bench right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I think
he should have retired
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
He
he
should have
could
retired
honestly.
a Falcon. But I think it is tough. I mean, looking.
So I'll just say mine really quick to get out of the way. Aaron Donald, Aaron Rodgers, and Justin Tucker are my 3 locks. And then who do you guys think?
Probably like Aaron, Julio, something like that.
Okay. Same.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I said, Parker. Thanks a lot.
Okay, and
Couldn't
then
have thought of anything else.
I mean, I was already thinking like Rodgers and Julio, but I forgot about Aaron Donald, to be honest.
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
could only pick 3 current NBA players to go to the Hall of Fame, who are you picking? You got to start with Steph and LeBron.
Yeah, Steph, LeBron,
Braun,
KD. That's
yeah.
my picks right there.
Yeah.
KD's a fair one. I think. Yeah, you could go KD.
It's that or like Jokic or even Giannis.
I mean,
at this
you
point, but
Yeah, people are gonna argue
Yeah,
Giannis.
you put KD over them.
but honestly, just because KD's old and he's
Yeah,
like
like,
closer
he's-
to being there.
I was
already.
gonna say because
Yeah.
he's had more of a career, but like by the
But
time
honestly,
Jokic
if we're really
retires-
looking at it, Jokic probably has had a better career than him, but he's just getting started.
Yeah, he's still
realistically.
just getting started.
I would still put KD over him currently, but I think by the end of Jokic's career,
I mean,
he could
Jokic
go
has
down
2
Yeah.
MVPs
as-
and a ring.
He could be the best
Yeah.
center of all time if
KD,
he keeps
KD
playing
has
at this
1
level.
ring or 2 rings, fake rings. That was a joke, guys.
My
it's up to your own
honorable
discretion.
mention is Draymond Green.
No,
Hell no.
no.
He is.
bro is actively
Draymond isn't
ruining
even
his
there
career,
right now.
bro.
Yes, he is. bro.
He's ruining. He's tarnishing his legacy. If he gets banned from the NBA, he can't make the Hall of Fame.
Dude,
The only players ahead of Draymond Green in total points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks are Malone, MJ, LeBron, Kareem, and KG.
So KD, Draymond is not in there.
Yeah.
He's still in there. I
Okay,
said honorable
let's just
mention.
be honest, guys. LeBron doesn't deserve to be there.
Okay.
Just saying.
Next topic.
Okay.
Surprise playoff runs from NBA teams. Who do we got? Making
Oh, yeah, I
surprise
forgot
I got a good one.
runs.
I got a good one.
So I'm gonna start off with the Cavs right now. Is that also on
Okay.
your list?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But I
I just
they're
feel
like
like
an honorable mention.
The Cavs. I mean, I think right now for like Donovan Mitchell, this is probably all or nothing for the Cavs this year. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
probably out if they don't do anything this
He
year.
might be, yeah.
He might move on to. He wants to play for the Knicks for sure. I know it. He wants to be on the Knicks.
Probably, yeah,
desperately.
honestly.
He's from
I
New
wouldn't be
York. He's
surprised.
a big Knicks fan, I think.
Yeah.
Well, he's a
Yeah.
Mets fan. I know that, so he probably likes.
That's
probably
a
was my
fair
Phoenix.
pick.
But they've been looking really good this year. They're 4th seed.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
So I like it. I mean, if we're talking just teams that are making like surprising runs, I think that they're a team that could make
Yeah.
it for sure.
All right.
My first team is the Pelicans.
Oh, good. That was my second. But
I think the
just happy you guys
Pelicans
didn't
are
say
going to
that.
have a crazy good run. Like, I think they are ready to compete for a championship even. I think they could be. Zion could lead them that way. So,
if he
who
doesn't
is your
keep
team?
eating. I said the Magic. They started off like really good.
Yeah,
They're
that's-
an
that's
8th
fair.
seed. They're still a long way in the season. Paolo has quietly had like 2 really good seasons. He's averaging 23, 7, and 5.
Yeah, he's
And-
really good.
And Franz Wagner has taken like a huge step up.
He has. He's been looking really
He's
good.
21, 6, and 4, dude. They're like that is a quiet young team, and they got Cole Anthony as like
Cole
potential
Anthony's really
sixth man
good.
of the
They're,
year.
yeah,
I love
they have
Cole
a lot
Anthony.
of potential to be there.
You know,
they're the Texans.
Suggs is all right. Like they have a lot of potential to make like a deep run.
I don't see them doing it this year. I don't think they have any, like they literally have zero experience even in a playing game.
I mean, I don't know.
But I think they'll have a good season, but I don't see them going too far. I put for the rest of mine. I said OKC, the Lakers.
I don't even think OKC's a sleeper at this point.
Yeah, I said the Lakers will end up doing something there. Oh my God!
No,
He didn't catch it, but dang. Lakers are up there for me. Everyone knows the Timberwolves are good, but I think people are going to expect them to fall off, and I don't think they will. The Mavericks are up there for me as well.
Did either of you say the Knicks?
No.
Nobody said
I said the Knicks. I said they looked really good after the trade, and them
Yeah.
bringing in OG is like quietly
Yeah.
a really good move.
You could even say the Raptors if you want to talk about
No,
the trade.
Raptors are
Not
too
a
far
deep
out right
playoff
now.
run, but I think they could do something.
They could make the play-in.
Yeah,
The
they
Knicks,
could make the
the
playoff.
Knicks have needed a guy like OG to play like
Yeah.
a solid
Yeah.
perimeter defense. Like that's what they've
For sure.
kind of struggled at.
Yeah.
Definitely could help. And then my last pick, I said the Kings. I just feel like they're
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
a really underrated team
Yeah,
in the
they don't-
West. I mean, they're also sitting at, I think, the 5th seed.
fifth seed behind.
And honestly, just like I feel like they're older. They made the playoffs last year. They almost beat
Yeah.
the Warriors.
I wouldn't call them like a sleeper.
Honestly,
I think they
it's
kinda
just
are.
like
they
there's
get no
Really?
attention.
Yeah, they
at
don't
all.
get a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
I think people
attention,
just know
and
how good
honestly,
they
the
are,
teams
though.
above them just like they get more attention. They have way better
Yeah,
records
that
and
is
stuff
true.
like that.
I haven't seen a single
Yeah.
thing about the Kings.
I know no one
all
posts
season.
them. I don't get why.
Mhm.
Like everyone knows they're good. Why doesn't anyone talk about it?
But I mean, it's just like the teams like when you like teams that look competitive in the West, you have like the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they look really good.
Well, just going in order, it's like T-Wolves, Thunder, Nuggets, Clippers.
Who would have thought the Timberwolves and Thunder would be?
Well,
waiting?
honestly, last year
it's so crazy. Like it's not like
I wouldn't
like
have,
if
I
you
wouldn't
looked
have
like 2 or
predicted
3
that Chet
years
was gonna
ago.
be that good.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that, but honestly, like Anthony Edwards just looked that good, and all
Yeah.
it took was
Yeah, I was saying that.
honestly for them to be that good. All it takes is like
Rudy
Cat and
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert not being trash for an entire season.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I mean they've had playoff experience. So.
Yeah, the mid playoffs last year, they were mildly competitive.
They had a
for little
good.
bit.
They had a
They
good.
played the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah, they had a really good playoff.
Well,
series
yeah,
this
they
season.
went.
It
They were
was-
it was
playing
fun to
right,
watch.
and they made it all the way to.
It was
they-
a fun to watch.
I mean, they
series.
took them to 6, right?
Yeah, it was like 6 games.
The Pat Bev year. He was celebrating the play-in win. That was the funniest game I've ever
It
watched in my
really
life.
was.
It was so funny watching
You
after.
can tell everybody.
So,
Should put that on screen.
getting into the next topic, going off of my main pick, are the Pelicans title contenders?
No.
They have a shot.
No, I think they're like second round max. To be honest.
Yeah, I feel like they're like depending on who they get matched up with.
Yeah.
Because right now, what seed are they? They're like
I don't even know.
6th or
Third.
something
no,
like that.
No, who's the fourth?
I think
Is it the Pelicans? Are they the
No,
fourth?
it's
I don't know.
not.
I
know
think
that.
honestly, like I don't think that they'll go in there and win it. Like I'm not saying that they're my pick to go far, but I think they are contenders. Like I think, like
They're
Zion's
7th
defense,
seed right now, so
it's
they're
a
playing.
center-heavy game right now.
Oh, I was thinking of the Clippers. That's what I was.
Oh. It's a center-heavy game right now, and Zion is a really good center defender, as we've seen this
Yeah.
season. He
Been playing
does
pretty good.
play really good against Jokic, actually, which is kind of surprising.
Herb
then-
Jones is gonna be a defensive player of the year. Like he eventually in his
He
career,
could, yeah.
he is one of the best
maybe.
defenders in the league.
I don't know.
Yeah, they
There's
just
like
have a really deep
he's like
team,
up
too.
there for
He's gonna
steals
have
leaders.
he's gonna have a problem with having to like compete with Wemby every single year,
Yeah.
averaging like 3.5 blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like as far as steals goes, he's like gross,
Mm.
especially perimeter defense. He's nasty, and like I don't like him, but he's
Mhm.
good.
I just think they have a really deep team, and I think they do have a shot at it. If not, even if not like this year, like in the next, if they keep Zion and like the same team together, like next 2 or 3 years, they'll be title contenders or in the championship.
Um,
If they keep the same team and just improve it and build chemistry, easily.
I'll say
Ingram and
I don't know.
Zion are good.
I was about to say something
Okay, no.
crazy.
No
Probably
midgets.
shouldn't. It was it was related
No
to
midgets.
that and other things Zion likes.
Okay, let's not.
Yeah,
How we
Yeah.
keep it sports related, bud?
Yeah,
You're a yapper.
okay. I am a yapper. It's okay.
No.
yeah. Zion can stay away from McDonald's and
Yeah.
drive-throughs.
And
Okay. So getting into top 5
Dad
shooting
tattoos.
guard lists.
top 5 shooting. Okay.
My
Yep.
top 5 shooting guards. Number 1, Anthony Edwards. Number 2, Devin Booker. Number 3, Donovan Mitchell. Number 4, James Harden. Number 5, Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
I think James Harden is
I just want to
playing his role better
I just
than
don't agree with
Jaylen Brown
Booker over
almost.
Anthony Edwards, or other way, vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't.
This season for sure, I think.
Book has been averaging pretty good stats this year. He's
Ant has
on
his
good-
team at the 1 seed, and he's averaging
I mean,
crazy
Book is
stats.
also,
Book barely
like-
played, bro. Book missed a lot of games in the
not
beginning.
that many.
Ant hasn't
so.
missed nearly as many. He's averaging better stats still.
Not
No, he's
better
not.
stats.
Okay, even if not better.
And Book
he's
is better player efficiency still.
Okay, well, still.
On better stats.
Having
Book's
to play
played
with, playing
less
with the team
games.
that didn't have KD and Beal half the time. Or
Okay, Zeke, who is your top 5 shooting guards?
Okay, first up, I have Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, and then this one kind of hurts, but I mean, he's been having a good season, and there hasn't really been another guy that's really looked as impressive. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say Desmond Bane is the 5th best shooting guard in the league at this point in time. And my
Okay.
honorable mention there would be like either Terry Rozier or Harden, but Harden's stats haven't been looking that good and is on a
Yeah.
really good team, so...
I mean,
I really don't
16
wanna sit
and
there.
10 in the last few games is good. I
guess.
don't agree
But
with
I mean,
I just
we're,
can't
we're
put
comparing
Desmond
guys
Bane,
that are
bro.
averaging like 24 and like
Yeah.
6 and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so who's yours then?
Book. I had Donovan Mitchell over Anthony Edwards. Which
Okay.
I think they're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah,
to be
they
honest.
honestly are.
Their stats are
27,
like
27, 5, and 5 for Donovan.
I don't think Donovan Mitchell is doing the same thing in Ant's situation.
I disagree.
I don't agree with that. I
But-
mean, they're not similar players like play style wise, but I mean,
Ant is literally
Donovan
MJ,
Mitchell-
bro.
Donovan Mitchell brings an
Mitchell's
entire different.
efficiency
Yeah,
is
he brings an
disgusting.
entire different
Yeah.
like angle to defense and stuff like that.
Yeah.
compared to Anthony Edwards.
All right. Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, and then, unfortunately, Desmond Bane.
Okay. I just don't see Mitch over Ant.
I mean, it's 26,
we
5,
we
and
always
5
talk about
versus-
how Anthony Edwards plays like Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, he doesn't put up MJ stats.
No,
yet,
obviously not. Who has? Other than LeBron.
Kobe
Brown.
in
Okay, Kobe.
07 or whatever.
So, getting into our next topic, who is the NFL's Rookie of the Year? Puka or CJ Stroud?
It makes me wish there was an AFC NFC Rookie of the Year.
I know.
But it's just that's so tough because like
Yeah. I'm
I
just
just
going to
feel
go
like
out and say
Puka-
CJ Stroud.
Puka
had a
was historic.
crazy season.
Puka's is historic, but I mean,
And then
for
CJ
passing
Stroud
yards,
brought
I
a
think CJ
3-win
Stroud still
team.
might be.
He brought a 3-win team to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but Puka is a 5th round pick.
Yeah, Puka's
Yeah.
a 5th round pick.
I mean, that's incredible.
Doesn't change
Just, like,
much.
from BYU
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, he had a
He's not
crazy
he's
good
not
season. I'm not
exceptional
discrediting
athletically,
him.
He's just like tough and
Yeah, he just knows how to play.
Gritty.
He's got like a
That's really
he has a
stupid.
high
My
like,
bad.
IQ, like a high.
Yeah, he's just a
IQ.
good player overall. But CJ Stroud is like we've never seen a rookie do something like this.
we've also never seen a rookie do what Puka did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would go with Puka to be honest.
Okay.
It's just
I mean, I don't know.
I like
We've
to give
seen
receivers
players
their
get more
flowers.
touchdowns with
Yeah,
like 100 less
that's the
yards.
thing.
I mean, it's
We haven't
Receivers
seen a quarterback do these stats, be an MVP candidate, and bring a 3-win team to the playoffs. That's like we
just-
haven't seen that. We've seen things closer to Puka than we have to CJ Stroud, is my opinion.
Yeah, but
For
we're any
sure.
of them a 5th round pick.
Yeah, that's,
No,
Like
I don't know
the
if that
guys
factors
that are
in.
even comparable.
they're
are
both
like Jamar
rookies to
Chase.
me, in my opinion. Like I know it's
And-
insane that he was a 5th-round pick, but they're both just still
I
rookies to
mean,
me.
you
That's-
can also
that's
make the same
completely
argument
fair.
about the Rams. The Rams were supposed to be in like rebuild.
Yeah,
mode.
they were supposed to go full rebuild this year.
Yeah.
and they didn't. So I mean,
They weren't really an awful team though. They have a good defense.
Well, they
they
were trying
had
to restart.
Kyron
Like, I mean,
Williams
they've
ended
pretty
up
much-
being
they've
a top 5
figured
running
out,
back
like-
in
I
the
mean,
league.
look at
Their
CJ's
defense is actually
receivers.
kinda
though.
like-
CJ also has really good receivers.
who are all also super young and mostly rookies.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Puka's
Yeah.
putting up stats like he doesn't have a QB like CJ. You know, like
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know.
Matt Stafford
had
has
a
set
very
every
good season,
receiver
too.
record. Every
Yeah.
receiver record has been set by Matt Stafford
Pretty
throwing to
much.
them basically.
Yeah.
So you can't
I
say
mean,
he didn't have a
he's
good
super good, but,
good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very like honestly, it's
a
very
fair argument.
Opinionated. Like
Yeah.
honestly, either way, like I'm not gonna be like that's stupid. Or
Yeah,
something.
no,
It's
me
just, like,
neither.
I don't
But-
know. I like to give receivers their flowers because they don't get it that often.
Yeah, they
So,
don't.
In that situation, I just feel like it's just really tough.
Okay.
Because I think Puka, like, any other year, it would have been Puka 100%.
Yeah.
Or any
Oh,
other
by
year,
far.
it would be CJ 100%.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Exactly.
like, it's
That's
just,
why it's hard this year. It's
I
a
wish they
great
would
year.
do Co. Honestly,
I know.
they've done it for they do it for MVP.
It's
Like,
a good year for rookies overall, in my opinion. There was a lot of
they
good
could
rookies this
completely,
year.
if they wanted to, they could do Co MVP or
Yeah.
Co Offensive Rookie of the Year.
They just
Yeah,
have
they just
like
wouldn't, though.
they both have good tools. I think if I were to say one has better tools over the other, probably be CJ though.
I wouldn't.
I mean, the only
honestly.
argument
I
though
would
is
say that,
like the
I would
only
say that
tool a
Puka-
receiver
I mean,
has is a
Puka's also
quarterback.
Competing with like other receivers, that's the problem.
Well,
So
he
who's-
got to start with not having to compete with any other actual receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So, I mean, it's
CJ's
just-
like starting the entire year.
But it's a completely different position for the argument, though. Like, you can't
Yeah,
look
it's
at a
just
receiver
hard
and
to
say they're
compare.
supposed to have as many tools as a quarterback would.
And I know it's just hard to compare. Like
Yeah.
that's the problem.
And I mean, I just think, like, also the Texans didn't have running backs, so they had to pass a lot.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
like
that's
CJ.
kinda-
I like them both. You know?
Yeah.
Like I got no detriment to
Mhm.
either of them, but
Yeah.
I
I mean, either. I just prefer.
Yeah.
He's just he's insane.
he's crazy. He's super
Being an
crazy.
MVP candidate in your rookie year is ridiculous.
It's gross.
He's
I think-
top 5 MVP candidate.
Yeah, but also being like a top 3 receiver in the rookie season
No, yeah,
Is,
that's
uh,
crazy
is
too.
also kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I
because
feel
I,
like
wouldn't
it's a
put
lot
CJ Stroud. I wouldn't
different,
say CJ Stroud is a top 3 quarterback or something like that. So like,
No, I
yeah,
guess not.
So
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I think
Well,
there's
then
that
again,
angle.
it's the
Yeah.
position argument. Is
There's,
the only
there's
thing.
just so many things that
That's
factor
just like
into
why
it.
it's so hard to like directly compare them because
Yeah.
they do completely different things. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But honestly, in my personal opinion, I think Puka probably deserves it over him.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I think like next year maybe that'll give CJ some motivation to win MVP.
He could,
or
yeah, I was
something
gonna say he
like
could be MVP next
that.
year.
I think I'll give it to Puga just because record breaking.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay. And then who is the NBA's Rookie of the Year? Chet or Wemby?
At this point in time, I'm going with Wemby.
I'm going with Wemby too. He's been
And
really good.
Even though his team is horrible and like Chet's team is really like
Yeah, that's
better,
the only hard
But keep in
part.
mind like being 7-2 and only averaging like 8 boards is kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean neither of them are averaging a ton.
Well, I think Wemby's
Wemby's averaging,
closer
like,
to,
10
10 and a half or
something.
something like that.
I mean, my thing is, look how much Chet has brought OKC up in the standings.
I
Yeah,
think a big part of that could also just be Shea.
Shea is an
Just-
MVP level player.
I mean, yeah, but he's still
And the
putting
whole
up.
team has just been
Wemby
like,
has no one to
excellent,
compete
so-
with. Like on that.
Wemby has no
that
one to
is-
play with on that team.
Yeah.
Is the problem? They don't.
They-
They don't
he-
even pass to him.
I mean,
And-
that's kind of over.
Like imagine his. Not
It's
really.
not
Imagine his
really,
stats
dude.
if they
Honestly,
passed to him.
If they just fed
If
him
they
down the
used
center
him,
every
he could
single
average
time,
40
he could be
points.
average like a good like 25, but right now he's sitting at like
No, this dude could
19,
literally
20.
just hold it up and throw it an
honestly,
average
it's like,
40
it's not like
points
the ball's
if
ever
he
gonna
wanted
get
to.
taken from his hands.
I mean, just
If I'm a coach, I'm
considering-
just saying do it.
Considering,
Yeah, I would
Chet's
just
like
have to, I would have to stick with Wemby there. I couldn't say Chet at this point. in
Yeah.
time.
Chet's win shares are gross though.
Yeah.
I don't really look that far into like advanced stats and stuff like that.
Well, for Rookie of the Year, they will. Is
Yeah.
the thing.
I do
I
like
mean-
But-
eye test. I mean, Wemby has better
Yeah.
stats at everything besides I think like shooting percentage.
Yeah.
I think it could be argued
So,
because
I
of
don't know.
what Chet has done, like team wise, but like
Yeah.
personal wise,
It's 100% arguable. Like if they give it to Chet, I'm not gonna be like dropping to my knees,
No.
and touching the ground and stuff. But
You know, and I don't like Wemby at all. Like I don't. I
Me
don't agree with
neither,
all the
really.
hype.
But I hated Wemby going
he was
into the season.
overhyped. But honestly,
But-
like it kind of died down, which
Yeah.
is good because they saw he wasn't averaging 30 points or anything. So they just like kind of
that
like they'll
takes
post
a
it
lot
up if he
away
has a
from
good
me.
stat line, then they'll post it. But like they
Yeah.
do that to everyone anyway. So,
Yeah. I think Wemby just is. He was really overhyped, and that
Yeah.
does add to
But
it.
I think another part
So-
is that team is really horrible. And if
Yeah.
they gave him like an elite like playmaker, like they should have went after Chris Paul instead of going.
I know,
letting him
that's
go
what
to
I was saying
Warriors.
before
That
the
would've been
season
great for
started.
him. But instead they didn't, and now Chris Paul has
Yeah.
a broken hand and isn't going to play for.
if Wemby was on the OKC team right now, though, instead of Chet, like
I don't know.
that'd be insane.
Honestly,
I don't think he's doing
because I
better
think
than
Chet or not Chet. Oh, my bad. I think Wemby is like a significantly better defender too, and you have to keep that aspect in. I mean, I think so.
I don't
Right
know.
now,
Chet's
Chet's sitting
good
at-
defensive
Chet-
games are
yeah.
good.
Yeah, he does. Like when he gets
Like,
when he
8
goes to
or 9
full,
blocks
like,
a game,
Hall
dude.
of Fame block party
Yeah.
type of games, like
He does it
sits,
often.
like he'll get like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I mean-
Wemby's really got up there yet, but he's averaging like
He's averaging
3.
more though.
Even looking at their like matchup against each other,
I'm not
neither
even-
of them were that impressive.
I'm not even sure that
Yeah.
Chet's even sitting at 2 blocks a game. Right
The
now.
only thing that I actually should bring up
And
is
blocks aren't everything, like pressure. and
Wemby
stuff.
averages more, but Chet has more overall like total in a lot of the stats. That
I
Wemby's
think-
averaging more.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
I think I'm gonna give it to Chet just because you guys
That's fair.
took Wemby
Yeah.
and Chet has more win contributions.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, it's really close.
It's incredibly
It's like
close, but
completely fair argument.
But I'll
It's kinda
give it
funny
to
that,
Wemby,
the
I
last,
guess.
4 things we've done is we're just like, yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, these are like super opinionated. Like,
Yeah, so that's what's gonna get comments is argue
and
people
I'm
who
just
actually
going off
want
the
to
dome right
argue.
now, so I don't really have like stats.
Me too,
And stuff
yeah.
To, like,
I just know that Chet has more total stats that Wemby is averaging more. You know, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So that's the only thing for me.
Yeah.
But-
no more topics.
I guess I'll go Wemby. Yeah. Do you have the game recaps that I can use?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the only one that's not done is
This
the
one, yeah.
current.
So Jesus, oh my God, we did bad.
Yeah, we did really, really bad.
So
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even review it.
Yeah, don't review it.
So Browns versus Texans. We had the Browns and the Texans
three.
won. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dolphins versus Chiefs. I ended up saying the Chiefs are gonna take it after the Dolphins.
I watched the video. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
No, I put it in the video. I said
Oh.
wrong choice. And then
You said
so
it. You said it, bud.
sure, I went Chiefs. Chiefs did win that. Bills versus Steelers. We didn't even go over that one because it was so obvious. Steelers did put up a fight though. Actually,
At the
They
end,
kept
yeah.
it close.
like is Mason Rudolph that bad?
I would start him next season.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think
over
about?
Kenny for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kenny
Over
was a
Kenny,
mean-
Kenny
probably.
was genuinely trash last year.
But
So
do you-
Kenny was a
it's gonna
mean
depend
college
how
QB,
like.
They could
Well,
probably
so was
draft
Mason
someone.
Rudolph. Mason
I know.
Rudolph had a really good like those years at OK State.
Yeah.
I think.
Like,
They're pretty good.
will they be able to draft a quarterback this year?
Highlight
Like,
if
they
Kenny's
would.
good enough
career
for
was
him?
getting
Worth
the
it.
fake
At
slide.
this point,
if JJ McCarthy goes as low as people are projecting him, do you take him as the Steelers?
if he goes second round, maybe, but
Okay.
I don't
That's
really
fair.
see the point in doing that.
I guess.
I think there's other dimensions of the team.
All right,
to
Yeah.
look at.
moving on.
Shut up, boy. Packers versus Cowboys. We all had the Cowboys, as did almost everyone in America, and they got destroyed. They almost came back, actually, which was weird
Against
and
the
sad
second
to
teamers.
watch.
So I mean, there's
But-
that.
It was only for like one drive that they had them in, literally.
Yeah, they put him back in.
I didn't. And then the Rams versus the Lions. Super close game. Lions fans were crying about the Cowboys getting bailed out against
Yeah,
them, and
but
then they went
they
and
got
got
bailed
bailed
out.
out
They
against
got
the
bailed out,
Rams
yeah.
and said nothing.
Yeah, honestly,
like
that
to
kind of
point
like
that out.
harmed like how I felt about that game because honestly, that
I
was like
did.
it wasn't like a super egregious like no call,
No,
but
but
like it was just like
Puka should have won the game for them still.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy
could've
that
for
he
sure
could've.
got down the field and scored. They had enough time.
If the Rams won today, I'm honestly going with Puka over CJ Stroud for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
Just
that's
because
fair.
even though CJ Stroud had a crazy
I mean,
first playoff game, obviously,
but so did
Puka's
Puka.
would have been
Puka had, like,
disgusting.
almost
I know.
200 yards,
He
so
had
yeah.
185 yards and a touchdown, and he should have had more yards and a touchdown to win it. So, getting into Eagles versus Bucks, they have the Eagles. I have the Bucks. We're watching it right now. The Bucks are looking to win it, so we'll
Only up a touchdown.
we'll hope that happens. They've been killing them all game though. That one drive where the Eagles scored is the only time they've gotten yards.
Yeah.
If the Eagles don't win this game, we're cooked. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, you didn't do that good either. We all did.
no, we all did
did
terrible.
really
It was.
bad.
I mean, everyone in
Yeah. Honestly,
everyone who watches
it was
football
all
probably did bad
upsets.
this week.
Like,
I've never
yeah.
seen a playoff start like this, ever. I don't think anyone has ever
It's
seen
either
something
going to
like
be
this.
really good or really bad. It'd
Yeah.
be kind of disappointing if
So I don't
the
blame
Ravens
us.
or Niners just like took it all the way. And,
Yeah.
But that's like pretty realistic at this point.
But
I
I,
don't-
mean,
I
to
don't
be
know,
honest,
bro.
would you rather see like the best teams in the league play in the Super Bowl, or would you rather see like?
I'd
An
rather see
upset.
two
Other
like
teams,
crazy
like-
teams.
Would you rather see a Texans Packers Super Bowl or a Niners Ravens Super Bowl?
Fucking Texans Packers, dude.
Nah,
I'd
you're
rather
tripping
see
on
that.
that
Yeah,
one,
you're
bro.
tripping. You're tripping.
I'd rather see a Niners.
You're
Two of
tripping
the
for sure.
That'd be awesome.
two of the
Like,
craziest regular season teams we've ever seen
Lamar
against each
submitting
other.
his
Yeah, but look
legacy
what
is,
happened
like-
when they played together, like against each other. That was boring. Like,
I
that was a
would
pretty
rather
fumbled one.
get to
game.
watch the.
I'd rather watch like two rookie QBs go and make their case for like their franchise. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
How is he up?
Oh my
Oh
god. Is that Mike Evans again?
Everything, bro.
No, dude, they're
What is
terrible.
happening?
Rashad White. is
Rashad
so
White, you're not
bad.
allowed on the podcast anymore. ASU alumni dropping. So, you want to get into next week's games? and then that will be it.
Okay. So starting off with the Packers and the Niners Saturday night football.
Okay.
Just
give me a good
Are we gonna
game.
do picks here? Or are we gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad.
I
Okay.
don't think the Packers were.
I just
I don't see that
I don't
happening.
know because like
The Niners
I don't
are
think the
just-
Cowboys were that good.
It's the Packers curse too.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys were even that good. So the Niners should
curses.
kill them.
The Cowboys
Yeah.
always losing to the Packers, and then
Yeah.
the Packers always lose to the Niners.
Yeah,
So I'm
'cause
gonna go with-
49ers
I'm
are
go
probably
with
going
the
to kill
Niners
them.
there.
I'm
Bye
gonna go
week
with Niners.
in the
I don't know. I don't
playoffs.
think they're going to kill them. To be honest,
I think they
it'll
will.
be fairly close.
They just got a bye week and they're in the playoffs now, dude.
The thing is, bye
This
weeks,
team is
honestly,
so
bye weeks
playoff
in those kind of
experienced.
situations can kind of mess you up.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
You can get out of your
it's
flow.
like a different. They got a lot of momentum coming
Yeah.
into that game. That's
So
the
you
problem.
going with Packers then?
No.
Okay.
Okay. And
That's
then
what I
I'm going in order here. So
Yeah.
the Texans and the Ravens in Baltimore
Oh my
will
gosh.
be playing at.
What a game.
Actually, this isn't in order. This is an afternoon game on Saturday.
That's fine.
What
What a game.
I think that's going to be an excellent game. And honestly,
I don't know
Call
who's
me
I
winning.
want the
crazy.
Ravens to win, but I wouldn't blame anybody for taking the Texans.
Call me crazy. I'm going the Texans.
I'm trying to think of who I want. I don't know.
Because why not?
If we're looking at who I want to win, I want the Ravens to win, but
I don't know who I think is what I mean.
I want the Texans
know
to
who
win.
I
I
think
think,
is gonna
they have a chance. You know, normally I'd pick the Ravens, and I probably should. But
I
I'm
want
gonna
to see a
pick the
Bills
Texans.
Super Bowl.
I'm going to go with the
So-
Texans, honestly.
Okay, I'll go with Ravens just so we don't all.
I
pick
feel like the Ravens are
Texans
probably going to
and
end
Deb.
up winning just because it doesn't make sense for the Texans to win.
Yeah,
Okay.
but also nothing has made sense.
But yeah, I'm going to go with the Texans
Yeah.
on
Okay.
that one, actually.
Texans.
Lamar
Texans,
fumbles in the playoffs, too.
He does.
So-
So honestly,
We'll see.
I mean, I'll just pick Ravens.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
okay with being wrong, but I don't want us all to be wrong.
Yeah.
we look dumb. Okay, and then Sunday afternoon will be the Bucks or the Eagles in Detroit. So let's go scenario wise. So let's say Bucks and Lions. Who do you got? I would have the Lions in that situation.
yeah, I think I'm taking the Lions either way. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't know.
Honestly, I don't think the Eagles could get it done.
The
I'm going to go
Eagles
ahead and say
don't
if the
win.
Bucks were to beat the Lions, I called it, but if the Lions win, I called it.
Bro.
Make your
the Lions will probably
finalized
win.
lock in.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lions will
so
probably
all
win
three
that.
Lions. Okay.
I don't know, though.
Yeah, honestly, I feel weird about it too. And then Sunday night we have the Chiefs and the Bills,
Oh, my God.
Give me the
dude.
Bills.
and
It's their
this
year.
should be
Home
in
field
Kansas
Yeah,
advantage.
City.
no, this would be in
No,
in New
it's
York.
it's in Buffalo.
This would be in New York.
Bills get home field.
Yeah.
What? I
Yeah.
thought the
No, it's in New York. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
taking the Bills. It's their year, dude.
okay.
I'm still taking the Chiefs.
Okay, the problem that had me messed up on here is because I had the I had it right for where it was at. I had the seed swapped on my. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude, I just
So I think the
haven't
Bills,
seen the Bills do anything against
the Bills
Chiefs.
beat them earlier in the season, so
Yeah, that was
but
different.
it was
though.
also playoffs. They've done that multiple times. Where
Chiefs
they win in the regular
just-
season and then lose.
Killed the Dolphins in a playoff game, and like
Well, the Dolphins.
not that the
also
Dolphins
got
were an
killed
insanely
by the
good team. I know,
Bills multiple
but
times this year.
like we haven't seen the Chiefs play like that really.
They
We're
didn't
seeing
play,
them
they didn't
like
play
now.
that excellent, to be honest. It was just like
Played
a
pretty good.
different type of game.
I just
I
think
guess
it's
Tua
was
couldn't complete a pass to save his life. It was windy, freezing.
Oh yeah,
cold.
I
They
know the
out
Dolphins
of-
were playing a different environment, but
They were they were
I
out
still
of
don't see.
climate for that. To be
I just
honest.
don't
They
see the
were
Bills
where
getting
they
far
needed
in
to
the
be.
playoffs or beating the Chiefs.
The
Nothing.
Bills home Bills home field. They have.
They got
violent
it.
Snow.
They do, yeah,
and
I know.
such.
Well,
I'm
Chiefs
taking
are
the
pretty
Bills.
used to not that bad,
Well,
but
cold
they're
and
used to
snow
cold
isn't
too.
the same thing. You got to keep that.
There's
in
no
mind.
snow on the field.
Well, we don't know what the weather is going to be like next week.
Well, they're gonna be able to clear it up if there
Well,
is
if it's
any.
snowing during the game, it wasn't snowing during the game.
They canceled it when it was snowing though.
Yeah,
I don't- I think- I mean,
if
it doesn't matter to me.
The reason they canceled it is because they had like 4 feet of snow on the field
Yeah,
and
no.
stuff like that.
I mean, I feel like either way the field is cleared, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm just assuming that's how it would be because I don't see why they wouldn't if they can.
You've seen the other Snow Bowl games that
Yeah.
they played in.
But I think Chiefs will end up winning that somehow.
I
I
still
don't.
got-
I don't even like the Chiefs. I don't think they're
I
good.
got
I
Bills
just don't
in
see
that.
the
What
Bills
do you
winning it.
I got
So-
Bills. I said.
Okay,
I said the Bills.
that's fair. So that basically concludes
that wraps
episode
it up.
32. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.